Could this be the only thing keeping you from losing weight? I think it probably is. And you may not like it, but let's get into it. I'm Trainer Joe. Please be sure and subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss any of these, do you? Appreciate that. Hey, the problem is for most people trying to lose weight is they have moved their food from their plate and they've put it on a pedestal. It's just too important. It has become an idol in your life, and now it has a hold on you. There's nothing wrong with having cheesecake, but there is a problem if cheesecake has you. Now, food is amoral. It's neither good nor bad. There's not good foods and bad foods. It's not wrong to eat. Okay, let's get that clear. Food is awesome. It's a gift. It's a blessing. Enjoy it. Look forward to it. But has it mastered you? Are you a slave to it? That's the problem most people have when it comes to weight loss. It's not their metabolism. Could metabolism be a problem? Yeah, but that's not the problem. It's not their workout. Could their workout be a problem? Yeah, but it's not the problem. The problem is food has become an idol in your life. Hey, now you may want to blame it on the workout, and here's the deal. The food issue is not your only problem. Okay, you may also be lazy, so you don't work out. Okay, but that's a separate issue from the food problem. And I'm not trying to be critical of anybody. We all have problems. We all have areas to work on. You willing to work on it? That's why we're here. You want to lose weight? Then this is an issue that we need to work on. But Joe, I'm free to eat whatever I want, aren't I? Isn't that part of freedom? A child of God is free to eat whatever he wants? Yes. But you're missing something. We want to focus on the freedom we have to eat whatever we want, but then we miss this greater freedom, the freedom you have not to eat it, the freedom you have to lose the weight, the freedom you have to enjoy your life more, actually to have a better life. Why don't we have the better life? We don't believe what I just said, that a better life comes from saying no than from saying yes. The freedom to say no than saying yes. If you follow pro basketball, you've heard of Zion Williamson, probably heard of him anyway. He signed a contract for $193 million. $193 million max contract that kicks in this fall. Now that will go up by nearly $50 million to $231 million, but for that to happen, he needs to weigh in below 295 pounds. $50 million bucks if you can weigh under 295. Now, he's a big guy, tall guy. I understand. For him, that's challenging. It's been challenging for him. Shaquille O'Neal said recently, and I will show the picture of it, Zion's fatter than me. And that was before Shaquille lost some weight, which he's done recently. Zion is fatter than me. And that was a humorous, interesting thing because Shaq hasn't played in years. He's not in basketball shape. Zion's supposed to be. What's going on with Zion? Well, he talked about his struggles a little bit, and he said, I'm going to follow the blueprint LeBron does in the summer to stay healthy and game ready. He said, I think that's way more important than simply losing weight. And part of what he said that LeBron does is these bands, okay, to strengthen his body and his tendon, whatever. Zion's no different than everybody else trying to lose weight. It's an idol in his life. He wants to find anything else he can do other than saying no to a second helping. He's no different. And $50 million is not waking him up to the reality, bro, you're fat because you eat too much, according to Shaq. I don't want to get in trouble here, but it's the truth, you guys. Come on. Lest you think I think I'm perfect, my wife is gracious enough to point out things in me and say, honey, I heard you talking about this idol in your life and how you deal with food, but she said, I'm wondering, are you using the same truths and principles to deal with areas of weakness in your life? Thank you, dear, for mentioning that. I have them. And I have become more compassionate recently when I am feeling the struggles and the difficulties in changing things in my life that I struggle with. And good for her for bringing it up. Because somebody needs to see things in your life that sometimes you can't see. And some of the people I'm talking to haven't seen this. They think it's their metabolism. Hey, you may have a bad metabolism, but your issue is you have an idol in your life. It's more important to you than God, which is why you turn to it when you're struggling, when it's hard, when you're depressed, when you're in a bad place. It's your medication. And what I just said, maybe it was a little harsh. But who do we worship? What is worship? You're preoccupied with something. What are you preoccupied with? You're preoccupied with God and your relationship with Him, or the food that you're going to eat or not eat, and the difficulties in your life, and you're trying to deal with your difficulties with something other than what God has for you. Didn't mean to get overly spiritual with it, but I just think that that's what a lot of us are experiencing, and we deny it, and we don't want to really deal with it honestly. And I say that from having done it myself, speaking from the heart here. You know it's true. Let's go ahead and adjust it. All things are lawful for me, but not all things are profitable. All things are lawful, but I will not be mastered by anything. That's what Paul said. Don't we all want to be there? Let's just get to where we're just not mastered by food anymore. Doesn't mean you don't enjoy food. Doesn't mean you don't look forward to food. It doesn't mean that it's not one of the highlights of your day. But if you can't hold it lightly and say, God, this is not for me to find all my fulfillment in, you're that. If we can't get there, then it's not going to work out well for us. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and subscribe if you haven't. I'm Trainer Joe, reminding you to train your brain and transform your body.